Hi, Priti. How are you?
Hi, Dr. Suyomi. I'm good. How are you?
Good. Great. It's a great pleasure to be here, especially for a good cause, supporting a good cause.
Yes, we are really excited to have you over here, Dr.
Same.
Suyomi. I would like to ask you, going back in time, when did you realize that you wanted to become a dermatologist?
Well, there was so firstly I think that I come from a family of doctors. My parents are doctors, my grandfather was a doctor, my great grandfather was a doctor. So I don't think, I ever envisioned myself as anybody else but, being a doctor. As far as, being a dermat is concerned, I was an MBBS student. I was doing my medical studies, and had a completely flawless skin. And wherever I used to go, my family events or occasions or parties or whatever, people used to compliment me as far as my skin was concerned. And then suddenly one day I wake up with this outbreak of acne all over my face. And slowly we realize that I have PCOD. I've been detected with PCOS, and that's the reason why I'm having hormonal acne. And went to a lot of dermats, to get a cure, to heal myself. And with time realized that it was absolutely recurrent and was difficult to treat it because it was absolutely a stubborn case of hormonal acne. And that's when I thought that अरे dermats है पर कोई acneologist नहीं है, कोई acne expert नहीं है. And that's what that was the moment where I thought that, okay, I mean, I want to become an acne expert. I want to become a dermatologist to become an acneologist, because I think there are a lot of women out there and a lot of people, not only women but men as well, who face this particular issue. It's the highest, it's the first, it's ranked number one in order in terms of any skin disorder in the world, and it's the eighth most disorder in general in the world. So I thought that I've suffered myself personally, being an acne victim. So I thought, why not become an acneologist? And that's when my research started. कि करना है तो acneologist बनना है, and I want to heal as many people with acne, because it really shatters your confidence down. It did, as far as I am concerned, because I couldn't face myself. I couldn't look at myself in the mirror. I stopped going out. I stopped attending parties, because then everybody started asking, अरे आपका skin इतना अच्छा था, क्या हो गया? So much of acne on your face. आप treatment ले रहे हो, doctor के पास जा रहे हो, and I'm a medical student and they're asking me all these questions. So yeah, I think that somehow, that was the moment when I decided to become an acneologist, and hence being an MD dermatologist.
So, as a woman, did you face any challenges or obstacles in your career?
Well, uh, I did. I did. I think it's very unfortunate that some people think that when you're a girl, you're the weak link, right? And this particular incident that I remember, and which has scarred me for sure, during my internship days, I was in this particular posting for a couple of months. And usually your seniors are nice, and being an intern, you're the junior most person handling all the patients practically. Experience with a senior who thought that I was the weakling of the batch of the interns, because I was the only girl in that unit. And he bullied me. There were abusive words used. There was abusive language just because I was timid and a girl. And I think that scarred me, for a bit. I think I went off social media after that. I stopped talking to my friends, and it took a really long period of time for me to bounce back and to come back from that phase. And the good part is that my family supported me a lot. I mean, they were there, each step giving me that emotional support and the cushion, for me to come back and revive back from that trauma. So yeah, as a woman, I think I did go through quite a bit.
There are actually a few questions that are coming up regarding tips for skin from the viewers. So, would you like to give them some tips or
Well,
anything?
I think stick to your basics. Don't complicate it. I see a lot of patients asking me for an AM and a PM regime. Do not complicate that. Keep it as simple as it is. And be responsible for what you use on your face. A lot of people use homemade remedies. A lot of people just buy serums and start using on their face, especially with active acne. I think read more about what you're buying. Do your research, be responsible for what you're buying, and then use it with a proper research, because a lot of times what you think can heal your skin can in turn just damage your skin in return. So keep it simple, don't complicate it, is one thing. And second, I think, do your research. Ask your doctors questions as well. Whenever you take a consult with your dermatologist or whoever your doctor can be, ask your doctor questions. Ask your doctor to educate you regarding the treatment plan, because at the end of the day, if you're educated, it's going to help you from long term perspective. So yeah.
Do your
In
research.
general, I don't think I can give a lot of tips to my fans, I mean to my followers, but in general, yes, I mean this is in short that I can tell them.
Yeah, your Instagram page has all tips and myths. I was just going through them and I was like, okay, I got to do this now.
Thank
So
you.
I
And they're
think
simple.
definitely.
They're simple. A lot of people don't realize that it's the simpler things that take you ahead from long-term perspective. So there's this thing, ye serum lagao, ye lagao, wo lagao, have so much, and your
Yeah,
skin will. No, it's the simpler things. I think my recent post is on hair, and it's on something as simple as a comb. When a person faces hair fall, you don't realize it, but it could many a times be because of a lot of hair breakage, and that could be, and one small reason could be having a wrong comb. So it's
yeah.
making simpler changes and small changes which will take you from a for from which will take you ahead from a long term perspective, right? So yeah, keep it simple is what I want to tell them.
So that's all that I have from my side, and it was amazing. It was lovely
It was
talking to
a
you.
pleasure, Vriti. It was a pleasure. It was amazing to be here, and I hope we've inspired some women. And yeah,
We have, I'm pretty sure.
thank you so much, Vriti, for having me here.